everybody, welcome back to Messy Vegan Baker. I'm Christina, and this week I decided that I wanted to do something that was kind of like a hack slash, I don't know, just kind of easier to make because sometimes I don't want to be in the kitchen for a long time, and I'm sure you guys feel the same way. So I figured I have this box of cake mix that I have had for a while, so I figured I should probably use it up. I don't think these go bad, do they? Oh, there's a date. Sell by January of 20. Oops. Well, it's fine. It's only like 7 months later. I'm sure it's fine. So we're gonna try it. But I decided that I didn't want to make just a cake. I didn't want to make just a cake, and then they had cookies that you can make from these, but I didn't really see any that I liked, and I just wasn't inspired, you know? So I was looking on the tube of the U, or the YouTube, as humans call it, and I saw that you can make something different with these. So today we are going to be making vegan cake donuts made out of this cake box. It's kind of a long title. I'll have to figure out how to shorten that. But anywho, so we're gonna make donuts today. And then since I'm not actually going to be changing the flavor of this or anything, shocking, I know, I decided that I was going to do something a little different with the baking process itself. If you have seen some of my older videos, there is an instant fryer versus instant pot video that I did, and that kind of inspired me to make some of the donuts in my air fryer because it worked really well for the cupcakes, and I have these cool little silicone cupcake molds, and then I'll just stick some aluminum foil. I think that can go in here. Oh no. And then put a little ball of aluminum in the middle so it has the donut shape, and then with my pan I'm just gonna bake those and see what the difference is. So without further ado, let's get baking. So I essentially am going to do what the recipe calls for. I am going to change one thing. So I'm going to use the Bob's Egg Mill Replacer for this, since I don't actually use eggs. So I need one of those, and because I'm feeling extra lazy today, or should we just say I'm giving you hacks, making this an easy baking thing. We're just going to use one bowl, so I'll make the egg in here, let it gelatinize, and then I'll stick everything else in because you don't have to have an order with this, which is kind of nice. So I need, since we're doing one egg, we're going to do 1 tablespoon of this and then 3 tablespoons of water. I'm going to use the whisk because I found that it just breaks up these clumps better and kind of helps it become the egg that it is supposed to be. I'm actually just going to add all the wet ingredients and then fold the dry ingredients in, because that sounds legit, right? So I need a 1/4 cup of oil. If you want, you can also use butter. I did decide instead of 1 cup of water, I'm just gonna do a cup of almond milk because I feel like that will just make it a richer texture. Yes, I am just using the 1/4 cup because I am way too lazy. I think that was 4. Maybe I should have sifted it before I plopped it in here. Oh well. Okay, well, you know, our last cake, or the last cake that I made, was lumpy too, so, and it turned out fantastic. All right, we're gonna stop mixing it so we don't overmix it. Okay, don't forget to spray your pan. I'm just gonna do quick spurts in here, mostly because these, you don't usually have to spray. The silicone, like, does its own unsticky thing. That's like a scientific baking term too, so you should like write that down, take notes, memorize it. So the oven is preheating. That might take a few minutes. I'm actually gonna look up and make sure I can put aluminum foil in here. Can you put aluminum foil in an air fryer? It's safe to use aluminum foil. Oh, okay, cool. So yes, we'll be good. I'm actually also gonna put this into a piping bag because that'll just give me a lot more control for this. And if you don't have a piping bag, you can use the good old Ziploc bag trick and cut off a corner and use it that way. And then we stick the cake batter or donut batter in here. Oh, this is very full. There we go. Okay, so I'm just not going to use a tip because that is just too small for this batter. Okay, I'd say that's pretty nice. So the oven is preheated and I think we stick them in for 15 minutes. So I'll probably do like 6 minutes, flip 6 minutes, and see how these bad boys turn out. Here we go. So I have the aluminum foil in the middle-ish. Attempt to do this around the aluminum foil. It's hard because I wasn't really sure what size to make these out, so I don't know. I'd say you definitely want them to be smaller rather than larger, because if they're too big, then you won't really have donut shapes. Perfect. So I think I can fit like 3 of them in here at a time. Then I'm gonna cook these at 330 degrees, and I'll probably do it for about 6 minutes at a time. I'll see you after all this is baked. So it's been a while. So when I tried to cook them both times in the air fryer and in the oven, they were super crumbly. So as I was trying to take them out of the pan, they literally just fell apart. So like any good baker, I just rolled with the punches. And so I just crumbled them all up. And oh, I also tried to make another batch, and I forgot to set the timer for the second half, so they're very burned. I'm gonna have to scrape those out. So today was just not a donut day, apparently. But I made the glaze, which just had like some vegan butter, some almond milk, cocoa powder, sugar, you know, the typical. I added more sugar than what the recipe called for because there was like this super dark bitter chocolate flavor to it, and I just personally didn't want that, so I added a little bit more of the powdered sugar and then a little bit more almond milk, and that seemed to make it less bitter. So I took some of that glaze and I mixed it in with the crumbled donuts, and then yeah, I put them in the freezer for a little bit. I got impatient, shocker, I know. Really should work on that, but it's fine. Then I just frosted the top of them and added some sprinkles so they're pretty. And I have decided to call this new invention the cake pops, like donut cake pops, like D-O-cake, but it sounds like Doug cake pops because it sounds cool. I don't know. Dough cake pops, that's what they're called now. I'm gonna try one because hopefully it tastes good. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, they look a little funny on the bottom because donut pieces, I guess, didn't really mix, but that's delicious. Cool. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of a relief, so yay, it worked out. Yeah, I guess these really are just cake pops essentially, but to make myself feel better for going through the effort of trying to make donuts, we're calling them the cake pops. But I do recommend this. I almost wonder if these didn't turn out because A, maybe I should have sifted the flour and stuff, and B, maybe I didn't add enough milk. I don't know. But oh well, they worked, they're delicious. I will eat them. So that's really all you want when you're done baking, right? I will have this recipe in my blog as per usual. I will have the link down below. I will also have my Instagram handle so you can go check that out. If you are new to this channel, hello, welcome. It's always fun to have new people, and thank you for watching. If you like what you see, you could hit that like button and the subscribe button because I come out with videos every Friday around 2 p.m.-ish. If you have been here, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I hope you were entertained and or learned something today, and I will see you wonderful humans next week. Bye.